you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
District has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans. This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
It's a holiday tip-off for the ages. The Paul VI Eagles travel to Lenape High School to face the Lenape Indians in varsity boys basketball action. And as always, a great big how you doing? From the announcer's perspective, it's Jack Watson and Scott Glosser. Now, Scott, what do you see in this one?
Well, this is a big game for Lenape, coming off a huge victory in their opener against Bishop Eustace. Big upset. So the Indians can go one of two ways, Jack. They can continue to ride that momentum that they gained in the opener, or do they have a little fallback, a little letdown against a very talented Paul VI team? I look for great action here tonight on LDTV.
Should be an excellent matchup for both teams. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000. extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we've got courtside coverage. We're back here on LDTV Sports. I'm Jack Watson, and Scott Glosner will be joining us shortly. And in this contest, we've got the Paul VI Eagles facing off against the Lenape Indians, and it's sure to be an excellent contest. And now, just for a moment, I'd like to read off the AXA Equitable keys to the game, sponsored by AXA Equitable, which has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, and that number is 732-452-7275. And now let's take a look at our keys, shall we? And for Paul VI, they're going to need to establish the tempo, especially against a very quick Lenape squad. And Lenape, they're going to want to rebound. They've got a very tall core with Matt Snyder, who is listed as 6'8", Jordan Johnson listed as 6'4". Those are their two tallest players. They're definitely going to want to utilize them in the paint. And both squads' defense will be a main contributor in this one. And that concludes the AXA Equitable keys to the game. And we take you back courtside And the starting lineups for Lenape High School tonight, they've got Kelsey Gray, number 15, slotted at the forward position. Garrett Mahan, number 3, is a senior. And Ryan McMahon, number 30, will be the guard. Jordan Russell, number 22, also a senior, will play guard. And Jordan Johnson, 6'4", will be slotted most likely at the center position. Also active on the Paul VI rosters are Pat Bakey, the sophomore, Malik Brown, Will Kabler, Jeremiah Harris, Darren Huang, Keon Johnson, Vashon Mack, Lonnie Moore, Tyshim McLennan Perkins, Justin Ryder, Keenan Wise, and Andrew Zuccarelli. And the head coach of Paul VI, Tony Devlin, he has 9 years of experience under his belt. He's 175-50, and he certainly has many accolades to show for his efforts.
Yeah, Jack, very experienced coach. He's got a team that's not as experienced as normal, but we will see what happens here tonight. Again, Lenape coming off a huge win in their opener. Coach Guitar's got to be very pleased with that outcome, but he's got to get the team ready, and I'm sure he did, that they're ready to play.
And we do expect a very big crowd, a big showing from both sides. As Lenape's own Mr. Tom Tamborello gives the pregame announcements, as he so frequently does. As we're almost ready for action here at Lenape. And we can see the accolades here on Lenape's wall. They have had league championships in 2003, 2004, 2006, 08, and 2011, and sectional championships in 2004, 2009, and 2011. The varsity squad this year sporting many big names. Coming back, Kelsey Gray, a patron of Mr. Porco's period 7-8 AP Economics, will be scouting the floor as he so frequently does at the forward position. And we're almost ready for action here at Lenape as both teams are gathering at their respective benches. And we have the starting lineups running out, and first will be the away squad, Paul VI.
Thank you.
Pat Bakey, 6'3" forward, sophomore.
And Will Kabler,
Junior guard, 5'10". Jeremiah Harris, a senior guard. Keon Johnson, just a freshman, 6'4" forward.
and Lonnie Moore, number 2, the 5'10" guard. Only a junior at Paul VI, and now Lenape High School's starting lineups enthusiastically welcomed by the Lenape squad. And with our Lenape starting lineups in the background, it's time for our AXA Equitable Sideline Report coming shortly. AXA Equitable has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. And once again, that number is 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Sam Burrow for our Sideline Report. Sam?
Go now. Okay, so I talked to Coach Devlin from Paul VI before the game today, and he said the team's feeling great coming into the great game, being a young team and having been working hard all week. Justin Ryder, the injured player, point guard on the team, he's been injured for about a week and a half, so the next player has stepped up to take his place. And Coach Guitar from Lenape told me that the team's feeling confident after their win Friday against Eustis, and they're avoid laying an egg, as he described it, which is not being ready to play. Back to you guys.
We're ready for some basketball here at Lenape High School. The Lenape North Gym, the residents for our contest.
All right, Jack, you know we're getting ready for the opening tip-off on tonight's game, and like I said, this is going to be a big one for Lenape. We'll see how they come out early. That's going to be a key. I think if you see Lenape come out and really push the issue, we'll see how well they respond from that big win. But on the other side of the coin, the Indians don't look to have a high-scoring game. They are most successful when the game is lower scoring. And that was evident in their win, which was in the 30s against Bishop Eustis. So it'll be very interesting to see.
And the score of that Eustis game versus Lenape was 39-35. We're ready for the opening tip-off here at Lenape High School. It's Jordan Johnson under center for the Indians. And the tip-off won by Johnson, collected by McMahon, and this game is underway. Now swings it along to the right for Russell. And now Russell again on the right side, just swinging it around the perimeter. Lenape is taking their time. Kelsey Gray in the middle. Toss it out to Moan. And now the shot from downtown, could not get it to fly, as Mahon is there on the rebound. And Mahon on the right side. McMahon.
You know, Jack, this is Lenape's offense. They don't mind 10, 12 passes to get the open shot.
Russell for three.
And there's the good look at it. Missed it, though.
Nothing doing there, as on the board for Paul the Sixth. And now going straight to the rack.
Good drive, but missed the
Keon
layup.
Johnson, the freshman. And now on a fast break is Jordan Russell. The windmill layup, and it's good. What a flashy play there by Jordan Russell. And Paul the Sixth quickly wanting to get back to work, but the pass deflected off of the hand and out of bounds. Lenape possession. Inbounding will be Russell. Now McMahon, the point guard. He'll bring it up across the Lenape logo. Now it's Russell. Kelsey Gray at the point. Working it around is McMahon from the left side. Russell for McMahon. To Mahon. Now McMahon back at the point. Russell now in for Jordan Johnson. Defended very well by Paul the Sixth, though. Now Russell. Mahon. Now McMahon. The jumper. It's good.
Nice little pop dribble to get by the man, then pulled up right inside the free throw line. Hit the nice little soft touching jumper.
Now Keon Johnson from the left side, looking to work it into the point.
Very nearly a 5-second violation there.
Jeremiah Harris.
Oh, and I think that's going to be offensive. Yep, wasn't much question about that. Nice defensive play. I believe that was Ryan McMahon, was it not? Number 30 who took that charge?
I believe it was. Keon Johnson, in an attempt to generate some offense, jumps a little too high and ultimately turns the ball over.
That's giving up your body for your team there, Jack.
Good effort by McMahon and Mahon.
Oh, good kick pass.
For Russell for three.
Looks short.
And nothing but air there, as Paul the Sixth is there together.
Nice penetration, good kick out pass. You got an open look at it. You got to get a better attempt than that, I think, in terms of the shot itself.
Keon Johnson for two, and count it. And now McMahon brings it up. Now Mahon, it bounces off of a foot and will trickle out of bounds. Lenape ball. Inbounding is Russell, the guard. And now a slap on the ball and multiple players move out of the way. It's swatted out of bounds by Will Kabler of Paul the Sixth. Remains in the Lenape offensive zone. Now from the side, Jordan Russell and Lenape will reset on offense. It's McMahon at the point. Now Russell back to McMahon. Mahon. McMahon Russell out to the left side for Jordan Johnson. He will hook it all the way to McMahon, and McMahon for Mahon for three. Yes! No doubt about it from downtown.
Nice.
Now Lonnie Moore.
Real nice ball movement by the Indians there to get that open look and knock out down that three.
Trying to work it in, and an interception there. A good steal by Jordan Johnson. Ryan McMahon works it from the point, gives to Russell. Back around, Lenape likes to work it around the perimeter, as we can see. And for the open jumper, McMahon, and it goes off the...
I think we got a foul on Paul the Sixth there. That was a nice hustle for the rebound by number 3, Garrett Mann. We got the foul on Paul the Sixth, number 11. That'll be his second personal foul and second team foul.
Now, easy three there, but it banked off of the rim, and now Paul the Sixth will regain possession. Now Johnson, he will drive and falls down. Both players fall. Now trying to tip it was Mahon. Paul the Sixth will retain the ball, as the score is 7-2 Lenape, as we've seen some very good defense from the L squad. Now working it in is Kabler on the left side point.
Mixed communication there. He thought that number 2, Lonnie Moore, was going to stay back. Lonnie Moore was cutting to the basket, and the pass just goes behind him, out of bounds. Turnover again for Paul the Sixth. Several here early and halfway through the first quarter.
Now Dylan Yerkes subbed in for Lenape. Now Russell will give to Yerkes. He's got Gray open, but he decides to pass to Russell, and now it's Yerkes at the point for three. Count it. 10-2 Lenape. As Paul the Sixth tries to get back into this, they take their time on offense, as it's Moore with the give to Keenan Wise.
Solid man-to-man defense by the Indians here. And there's another turnover, and and that coach going to call timeout.
Very good defense there by Kelsey Gray, number 15. Lenape using their size to their advantage, or a notably bigger team than Paul the Sixth.
Yeah, Coach Devlin didn't like what he sees out there. You know, Paul Sixth is an inexperienced team. You may have mentioned this before, Jack. They lost 5 seniors to graduation, so they virtually have a, not an entirely new lineup, but, they've got a lot of different players out there, and it's evident in this first period that they've had 2 or 3 turnovers just for a lack of communication.
And with that, we take it to our Cherry Hill Nissan replay. Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. Now the wide open three by Dylan Yerkes.
Yep, wide open three, nice pass. Defense sagged, left Yerkes open, and he made the jumper.
Lenape back on offense now as we jump right back into action. And Russell faked for three. And now it's worked around to Gray. And now McMahon drives to the hoop.
Oh, we got a foul or we got to travel? I think we got to travel. Looked like he took 1 too many steps there.
Now Jeremiah Harris inbounds for Lonnie Moore. Moore takes it in on the right side. Moore looking for the pass inside, but it's deflected off of Jordan Johnson.
3-on-2 for the Indians.
Now
nice
another windmill layup by Jordan Russell. We've seen some flashy plays from him today, and they just keep on piling up. Now trying to work it inside, finds an open man, but no shot doing there. And for three, string music there.
Keenan Wise with the 3 ball.
Wise came off the bench. Now working it in deep to the left side, and now Yerkes at the point. Jordan Russell. Now Gray for 3, count it! Now throws it out to the left side. Wide open, but quickly met by Lenape defense.
Very close to a travel there for Paul the Sixth on that play.
Now fakes the shot for 3. Banks off the rim.
On the floor, I think they're going to get a Lenape foul. Looks like number 15, Kelsey Gray, is going to get called for the foul. First personal, first team foul on the Indians. A couple of subs checking in for the Indians now. 33, Joe Salmons.
And now Paul VI calls timeout.
32, Elijah Hampton checking in for Lenape. Ball turned over again to the Indians. Leading by 10 here, less than 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1.
Now Lenape taking their time on offense now. Yurkis for 3. No doubt about it.
It's a solid jumper there.
And now Lonnie Moore.
I'll tell you, for a team that's not known for putting up a lot of points, 18 points in the first quarter is a ton of points. We got a foul on the floor.
Wise tripped up by Yurkis.
First personal on Dillon, second team foul on the Indians. Of course, for those of you maybe joining us for basketball for the first time, 17 fouls in the half results in bonus. 10 is the double bonus. Neither team close to that.
And the concluding moments of the first are among us here at Lenape High School. Now attempting to drive there, could not get it, and no Lenape defense there as an easy floater.
I think that was a little mix-up defensively as they all kind of sagged back and left number 10, Jeremiah Harris, for a short little floater. Well, there's a steal and a foul. They're going to get Justin Koopa on that foul. Third team foul now on Lenape.
And it's inbounded to Moore. Moore will bring it up, slings it to Will Kabler, and Kabler takes it up the right side. Bounces off the rim. And now Koopa brings it along the left side. Slinging it around are Lenape now. Now out to the point, Koopa for Yurkis. Gets it on the inside.
Notice how Lenape doesn't get caught down in the corner very often. Yurkis, nice drive, nice.
Excellent give and go there. And Paul VI, in order to stop Lenape's momentum, wants to move quicker here on offense. Now fakes out Yurkis for 3, and it goes way wide. And to keep it in bounds. Could not keep it in, though.
Yeah, but didn't really have to. That shot was taken by Paul VI. Young Mr. Koopa there could have just kind of boxed out and let the ball go out of bounds, and it would have been off Paul VI. So, but he's hustling. He's trying to get the ball for his team and see if they can turn it the other way for another 2 before the end of the quarter. Paul VI going to have the last chance here.
Moore for 3. No doubt about it. He was knocked on his back for a moment, but now the score is 20-10 as the first quarter concludes. And as we get a good look at both teams, what surprises you the most?
The number of points Lenape put up for a team that really wants to keep the game normally in a low-scoring mode, upper 30s, mid-40s max. To put 20 up in quarter number 1's a lot for Coach Guitar's team. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, though. Paul VI, just, you know, little lack of communication early. They looked a little more nervous. If I had to, you know, nervous might be the wrong word. Out of sync, maybe, and that's going to happen when you have a team that really hasn't had that much years of experience. You know, when you lose all those senior starters from a year ago, it may take a little while to get a team, you know, back in sync as they were last year. I mean, you're talking about a team that was 24-5 last year. So the quality athletes are there. Now it's a question of Coach getting them to play together, and Coach Devlin's record speaks for itself. I'm sure it's only a matter of time till the Paul VI Eagles are all playing on the same page.
That's exactly right. And the second quarter of Lenape High School's home debut is among us now, and inbounding will be Paul VI. Number 10, Jeremiah Harris, will inbound to Lonnie Moore. Now Moore, with defense from Dan Robustello at the point. Now driving on the inside. Good recovery there as there was no one there. And Harris with the jumper from in deep. 20-12, Lenape. Now bringing it up, Justin Koopa. Koopa swings it along to the left side for Robustello. And he will give to Hampton. Hampton for Koopa. Koopa drives, and it could not fly, but on the rebound.
Offensive rebound.
Joe Salmons.
Nice job by Joe Salmons. Real strong offensive rebound, good position. Put it right back. What I liked about it is he didn't put the ball on the floor. Got the rebound, went right back up. That's what a big man has to do.
And now open is Harris for 2.
Nice drive. Can't give him baseline there.
And now some aggressive defense up front by Moore. Now Koopa goes behind the back, not once but twice. And the give to Mahon, who comes back on. And now taking it up. Nothing doing there though.
Strong move to the basket, but that's a tough shot. Oh, there's not a good foul there on Mahon. That'll be the fourth team foul for the Indians. Paul VI with a chance to cut this lead to 6 or 5 even.
Moore brings it up, as he routinely does, on the Paul VI inbound. Now taking it to the point and...
Got to put the ball on the floor before the feet move, Jack.
Keenan Wise on the travel for Paul VI. And Lenape gets it back. It's Dan Robustello, a sophomore here at Lenape. And he will inbound against a very, very aggressive Paul VI defense. 3 men up front on the opposite side of the court. And now Koopa falls down to the hardwood.
First personal foul on Lonnie Moore. 3rd team foul for the Eagles. Lenape inbounds on the side.
Now the give on the inside goes off of the rim. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass.
No, that was a pass, and that's kind of a sucker play by Paul VI. They're far enough to make it look like Salmons was open, but they're close enough to Salmons that they got to go high over the defender, and you're not going to make that pass very often. So kind of a sucker defensive play to draw the turnover. Oh,
now
nice
Harris.
block, Koopa. Now he draws the
at
foul
it again
and scores.
So potentially a 3-point play.
If he makes it, it cuts the lead to 5. A couple of starters coming back in for the Indians now as they got a little rest there.
We've seen Paul VI score 6 points and Lenape score 2 in this second quarter. Now shooting from the line, Harris banks off the bottom of the board, but on the rebound and a swooping block there, hits it out of bounds, Garrett Mahon.
Get that rebound, Joe.
Jordan Johnson checks back in. Joe Salmons comes out.
And we see Lenape's starting lineup come back onto the court. And now Moore. Kelsey Gray heavily defending him there, though.
5-second violation, turnover again. No advancement of the ball. He's on the same, we'll call it same line, if you will. Even though he's moving back and forth, there's no advancement towards the basket. That's where you need to have some help come out.
Now Mahon will inbound. Looks for the open man and finds it on the opposite side of the court. It's Kelsey Gray. Now Gray holds on to the ball. Good defense by Paul VI, replicating Lenape's.
Yeah, close to a 5-second there also.
Now the give to Mahon. We know he has a long-range jumper, and so does Paul VI. Well defended. And now the fake pass by Gray. Russell will give to Johnson. Johnson attempts to drive, and it's McMahon at the point. Now Mahon gives to Gray, who fakes the drive and passes out to the right side. It ends up in the hands of Mahon for the open three.
Nice offensive rebound. Trying to go back up with a little left hand move, another offensive rebound, and another, and still no foul. They call ball there. 4 tries for the Indians, come away empty.
Got to be disappointed there as Paul VI works it on offense.
Yeah, you work hard to get those offensive rebounds. You hope you can capitalize, and they didn't on that one.
And now working it on the left side is Paul VI. They reset on offense and give to Moore on the right side. Moore fakes pass to the left and ends up passing to the left to number 5, Will Kabler. And on the give to Pat Bakey. Now Harris. And loses the ball after some good defense by Lenape's own.
By Garrett Mann.
And a timeout called as both teams will get a chance to recuperate. The score 22-16 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter and the first half. We get a look at Paul VI's team. A strong second quarter, I should say, effort.
Yes, so far they have been.
Outscoring Lenape 6-2, and quite a few minutes on the court have gone by. And the teams quickly establishing this game as a defensive contest.
Yeah, both teams playing a little solid man-to-man here in the second half. We had 30 points scored in the first half. We only have 8 points between the two of them here in the first quarter. Only 8 points between the two of them here in the second quarter. So solid defense by both teams.
And Johnson at the point. Now Mahon on the give to McMahon, and now Russell looking for the open lane but could not find it, and now it's Kelsey Gray at the point, and a steal by Paul VI on account of Lonnie Moore. Now the give to Moore on the layup. You got it.
Coach Guitar wants timeout.
As the deficit is now just 4.
8-2 run here to start the second quarter by the Eagles.
Now, is it that both offenses are being suppressed, or is it that the defense is just too good?
Well, I think that, you got a feel in that first quarter. I think Paul VI came out, and again, they just seem to be a little out of sync. It's early in the season for a team that hasn't had that much experience on the court together. But now they've amped up their defense, and I think that's made a big difference. A couple missed open shots by the Indians in this quarter has made a difference. But Paul VI seems to be running their offense with a lot more confidence than they did in quarter number 1.
Now very tight defense once more. And now McMahon being very heavily guarded by Kabler. Working it from the very top of the point to Russell. Russell camps out on the right side.
Less motion by the Indians on offense, I think, this quarter, Jack. There's a lot more motion. A little more standing around, and that's not good. Nice inside move. Got himself free down low with a nice post and finished it. Nice job by Garrett there.
And now drives to the hoop. Banks off of the rim, and now Lenape quick on their horses on offense. Lays it up, nothing doing there. And a foul called.
Nah, Jarrett Johnson was, or Jordan Johnson, I'm sorry, was on the end line. Foot was on the end line when he got the ball. Kyle Mulroy checks in, number 12 for Lenape.
And now the inbound to Moore. Keon Johnson on the inbound. And in double coverage now.
Timeout, Paul the 6th.
Now you had to call timeout there to get more out of that situation.
Yeah, you were trapped over there.
And Gray and Russell were on the defense there. And now it's time to take it to our Cherry Hill Nissan replay, sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan, on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. Now it was Gray
steal,
looking for McMahon, I believe, and a good steal, a fast break play here. And Moore
by
banks it in.
Keenan Wise, and then Moore finished it off, Lonnie Moore. Good hands on the defense there by Paul the 6th, which knocked the pass away. Wise got it, led the breakout, and then nice bounce pass on the wing to Moore, who finished it.
A little under 2.5 minutes remained in the first half. The score is 24-18. Now on the inbound is Harris, and the point guard Moore will take it up. Moore looking for the open man as Lenape plays man defense. Now looking to drive is Harris. The left-handed shot does not work.
And that'll be Lenape ball.
And the clock is stopped. Now it's McMahon. And it's pretty much all-out defense by both squads at this point. Now works it around. It's McMahon driving, bounces off.
Battle for the rebound, Paul the 6th staying tough in there.
And now Moore on the give to Johnson at the high key. And now for three. Nothing doing there.
Made over the back foul.
Now it'll be Yerkes inbounding.
That was on Jeremiah Harris, his first.
And McMahon on the give. Now catching it high is Kelsey Gray, and putting it up will be Yerkes.
I think it was trying to a lob entry pass, but I don't think Jordan Johnson was in any position to receive, really.
Now spinning around.
Drive. Oh,
what?
Wow.
An individual effort.
Yeah. Minute to go. So, you know, Jack, we talked about it being a close game, and for a while it looked like Lenape was going to run away with this, but Paul the 6th has amped up the defense here in quarter number 2, and they're right back in this thing, down just 4. Nice,
and
nice
now Mulroy.
backdoor. Beautiful job.
And this game as tense as ever in the final moments of the first half. And now for an open three. Nothing doing there. And now quickly back on offense. Charging down is McMahon. The open jumper,
nice.
And he makes the floater.
Nice little pull-up jumper there. Now they need to stop. No foul, need to stop here. Paul the 6th may be content to play with for one. I think they would. 13, 12, 11, 10 now. They are going to hold it for one.
Looks like they're going to want to sink it.
Trying to get it
at
inside.
The buzzer. 1 second remains.
No,
and
didn't get anything. They end up not getting anything out of that.
Tight on defense. Lenape High School.
Big 4 points there at the end for Lenape. Paul the 6th had cut it down to 24-20, and 2 buckets by the Indians stretched that lead back to 8. That's big. Those last 4 points there by the Indians in that last minute could have been a big turnaround if the Eagles got a stop and, you know, scored another basket. We'd have had a 2-point game. So really almost a 6-point swing there in the last minute and a half.
And now Lenape waltzes into the locker room, a confident basketball squad. as they are up on their home turf, 28-20.
And you see the Lenape basketball cheerleaders out on the court now, doing a fine job. There they are. Way to go, girls.
A fiery offensive and defensive contest in this one. Some flashy plays on part of both squads.
So very athletic first half. Some missed free throws or some missed opportunities for both teams. But at halftime, the score, the Lenape Indians 28, Paul VI Eagles 20. We'll be back shortly with half number 2.
You might take meth because of how it feels. But this is how it feels to your heart. The only difference is you can't rebuild a heart.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And welcome back to LDTV Sports. We jump right back into action. 13 seconds into the second half, the third quarter here on LDTV Sports.
Turnover by Lenape, but a nice foul by Elijah Hampton. His second personal foul. But that was a breakaway if he didn't grab him from behind. So a real good foul, actually.
And now on the inbound for Paul VI is Kabler. Give to Bakey. And now Jeremiah Harris. Harris takes his time. Eventually moves to the left side to give to Moore. All the way over for the floater. You better believe it.
Nice drive by Will Kabler. Little man-to-man press here by Paul VI coming after the basket.
And Ryan McMahon takes it up the left. Now Kelsey Ray wide open at the key. Now it's McMahon on the right side. And now blocked.
This is a nice block.
Very good block. And Harris on the give to Kabler.
With that block, and then at the other end misses, but there's Bakey with the offensive rebound. First four go to Paul VI coming after the break.
The deficit is just 4. Now Russell quickly brings it up. The pass to Johnson, blocked again.
That's going to be Lenape ball. That's the athleticism that I talked about in the opener. Paul VI able to, they were beaten 3-on-2, but the athleticism there of number 11, Johnson.
Now Mahon's shot just misses. And now bringing it up will be Gabler. Now it's Moore driving, too much defense there. Looks for the give, and he finds it in Johnson. Johnson moving along to center.
It's going to be a block
on Kelsey Gray.
Should be Gray's second team foul of the half.
Paul the sixth inbounds. And now Harris loses the ball on the way to the net. A good defensive play there.
Nice strip by the Indians. Long lead pass.
Now Russell works it in on the right side to McMahon
up,
for the floater.
Nice turnaround jumper, whoa, in and out.
Swirls around and could not get it to flush. Now McMahon tries to keep it in bounds but turns it over.
Oh, Johnson thought about it. Then thought better of his decision.
Now Bakey to Moore. Moore spins around, and a steal by Kelsey Gray.
That'll be a foul from behind. I think that'll be Johnson. Yep, they'll get Johnson, and that should be his third. And now Coach Devlin now he's got a choice here. Does he let him stay in with five and a little bit of over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter? He's had a good quarter. That's going to be answered before I can even finish the comment. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Keon Johnson. You don't want him to get his fourth foul with, over a quarter and a half left here in this game.
And now stacking up at center court is Lenape, and Russell inbounds to Gray. Russell drives, he's at the point. And Mahon for McMahon. Now Russell on the inside gives to Johnson, could not get it to fly. The rebound and a foul.
Going to be on Bakey. Going to send McMahon to the line to shoot a pair. Makes the first.
Absolute string music there.
The second free throw attempted tonight, Jack. One for Paul the sixth, they're 0 for 1. First time Lenape's been to the free throw line tonight. You don't see that. I mean, we almost went, what, 2.5 quarters just about, almost, without Lenape going to the line.
And sinks the second, and just like that, the deficit is back to 6. And now spins around, that's Kabler. Kabler the give to Andrew Zaccarelli. Now driving in, pump fake in the shot, bounces off the rim. And now a floater gains the foul and one. Will Kabler is sent to the line to shoot 1. And coming off are Mahon and Russell, and coming on are Kupa and Yerkes. And he drains the third of a 3-point play. Now it's Yerkes on the give. A whistle here. And a bit of miscommunication here on the inbound procedure. And now fakes launching it, and now it's Kupa. Brings it up wide open but does not take the shot. It's Kelsey Gray instead. Now McMahon on the right side. McMahon drives to the hoop and he's blocked.
Got the third block this quarter for Paul the sixth.
Now Kabler. He's got it on the left side. Fakes the drive and gives to Bakey. Now at the point it's Harris. And on the push is Lenape. It stays in the Paul VI offensive
Kelsey
zone.
Gray. Now Coach Guitar's got a choice. Third foul on Gray. Not much of a decision. Like Elijah Hampton. Going to check in when he can.
Floats one out to the point, and now Bakey on the inside give. The ball trickles around, and backcourt violation is called.
Yeah, Bakey been smarter to just pick it up and quick call a timeout.
Justin Koopa is on the inbound. And a whistle blown. And Koopa will get a second chance on the inbound. He'll move just a few feet to his right. Looking for the open man, and it's McMahon.
First foul there on Kabler. Each team with 4 team fouls. So now with a quarter and a half to go, we're getting awfully close to where this could be a free throw deciding game. And there's another foul.
And this time Justin Koopa goes to the line to shoot 2.
This one's going to be the second foul on Jeremiah Harris. A couple of big free throws here for Justin. Misses the first one.
And with this, Koopa has the chance to make it 30-27. And it stays 30 instead of 31.
Missed them both. Got to make your free throws.
And now it's Kabler at the point. He works it along to the left side, and now it's Moore. Moore had Bakey open, but he drives to the hoop instead. You got it. And the deficit is now just 1. Lenape started off the game leading 7-2, and now as the game has progressed, it is 30-29. And if that does not say anything about Paul VI's resilient effort, then I don't know what does. And now Johnson spins around, the give to Koopa, who fakes. The pass to the right side, and now it's Yurkis. On there is Hampton for McMahon, who drives. Good pass out there to Johnson. Now Yurkis all the way to McMahon, and he stepped out of bounds. Lenape had quite the play going there, only to be stopped. And Kyle Mulroy will step onto the hardwood, as it is Ryan McMahon stepping out. And now Kabler. Now Moore finds the open man in Bakey. Bakey takes one dribble. Now it finds its way on the inside, shooting foul. And now going to the line for 2 will be number 10, Jeremiah Harris.
Chance for Paul VI to take a lead if he can make them both. Misses the first.
And if he makes this one, they'll have to settle for the tie. And the game is now even. 30-30 in the concluding minutes of this third quarter. And now a spin move there.
Foul on Kabler, his second.
And a big reaction from the Lenape fans after that one. Now it's Mulroy who finds Yurkus open, fakes the jumper, and gives back to Mulroy. Works it around to the right side for Yurkus. Now at the bottom is Jordan Johnson. Johnson for the shot. Hits nothing but air. Back up, and he draws the foul. Jordan Johnson takes a trip to the line.
7th team foul, so even, now this is a shooting foul, but Lenape now in the bonus.
Just short on the first shot attempt, but Jordan Johnson still has a chance to give Lenape the lead back. And he does exactly that. Johnson comes off. Coming on is Sammons and Hampton. Now picking it up is Moore. Keeps it in the zone, but steps out of bounds. And now Harris giving the fans a bit of a reaction there as the Lenape pep section. Now he had it. Tried for the jumper for 2, could not get it to fly. Now on the right side is Yurkus. Now swings it around to the far post. Koopa gives to Yurkus. Now Mulroy on the give inside to Hampton, blocked out of bounds. Hampton grabs it on the inbound. And the open three. Yes!
Beautiful.
Kyle Mulroy showing some Kyle Korver-esque moves. And now the ball tipped off of multiple fingers, and it...
We got a call? Oh, we got a foul call. Before the travel, I guess.
Oh, the Lenape fans don't like that.
No, they don't. Foul is called on Koopa. That's his 3rd now.
And as a result, the Eagles will have it on the floor. Kabler will give. Zuccarelli. And now the steal by Mulroy on a fast break. You better believe it.
Big swing there.
And now the fans chanting Kyle Mulroy as Lenape's lead is extended back to 6. And now Paul VI works it around the perimeter. And now it's Moore. Challenged by Yurkus. The pick set still remains at the point. And a foul called on Yurkus.
That'll be the bonus. 2nd on Yurkus. Gonna put Bakey at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Again, that means if he makes the first, he gets the bonus for the 2nd. Missed the first, ball's live.
Pat Bakey, the sophomore.
Makes the first with ease. Nice swish. Now he gets the 2nd one. Be interesting to see, Coach Qatar likes a lot of passes. We haven't seen that offense since the early part of the game. Be interesting to see after this free throw if he holds the ball for 1 shot. In and out.
Now Yurkus
Long pass.
flings it along. And now Mulroy, who has been on fire, gives to Yurkus. Now in the game.
All right, now you got to look. You're down to 6. Nice drive, Mulroy. Oh, stripped from behind, but that'll be a foul. They're going to get Lonnie Moore.
Moore doesn't like that call. And
he's going to put Mulroy on the line.
And in the last 3 or so seconds of the third quarter.
Big first free throw here if he can make both of these. Oh, can't get it, but offensive rebound. Oh, but not going to go. So that's going to end quarter number 3.
(36-31) is the score after 3.
Paul VI wins the quarter, outscoring the Indians 11-8. Both teams in the bonus. Paul VI, both teams very close to double bonus if they get to 10. This one could come down to who makes their free throws in the end, Jack, as a lot of games do. Right now, unofficially, I got Lenape 3 for 7, so they're shooting less than 50%. And Paul VI, 3 for 6. So neither team's lighting up the free throw line, one at 50%, one just under 50%. So coming down those last 8 minutes, free throws could decide this game.
It's a very close game indeed. 5 points is the margin as the Lenape Indians lead the Paul VI Eagles 36-31 at the end of the third quarter. And it's your LDTV Sports broadcast team. I'm Jack Watson, joined by my color commentator Scott Glossner. And our sideline reporter is Sam Burrow.
And of course, the very talented crew in the truck and on the cameras. And Jack, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a great winter break. We're both off tomorrow, a half a day tomorrow, and then get about, 10, 11 days off to recuperate, refresh our batteries, and go back at it after the first of the year. But to all of our listeners out there, I wish you a happy holiday. Whatever holiday you celebrate, we wish you have a happy one.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And of course, a happy and healthy and prosperous new year to all of our LDTV listeners and viewers. Fourth quarter underway, Lenape possession. Jack Watson takes away.
And now McMahon. And as we can see, Paul VI has taken to a man defense. And now Elijah Hampton on the give to Gilmore. Gilmore the pass to Russell, and now at the point it's McMahon. Hampton back to Russell. They'll work it around the perimeter. And now Hampton.
This is more like the Lenape offense you're used to seeing with a lot of passing.
Now Russell.
Find the open player. Motion, motion, motion. Somebody's going to be open. Deflected. There's the open player. Oh, and another block by Johnson. About his third or fourth block this half.
Now on the far right post. Works it around to the top to Kabler. Now Kabler. Over to Harris. Jeremiah Harris the give to Will Kabler.
Both teams man-to-man here. That's a lot of, it takes a lot of energy out of a defense when you play man-to-man. Into Johnson. Traveled. I thought he did. Shuffled those feet.
And the bucket will not count. The score remains 36-31 after about a minute and a half. Now it's McMahon being chased by Zuccarelli.
Lenape must have had a dozen or more passes that first possession of the fourth quarter. See if they work on that again. Not only does it get you with looking for at a pretty good look at the basket, but also takes a lot of time off the clock. It was almost a minute possession, the first possession.
And now the give to McMahon.
Oh,
a windmill
nice
layup.
Real nice move to draw the defender and then went right around him, but a defensive lapse on the back end. Pretty good foul there by number 33, Joe Salmons.
And with this foul shot, I'd like to thank all of our LDTV Sports crew members. And that's Matthew Derengowski, Tyler Schlondorn, Michael Morosky, Josh Gladstone, and our Option 2 students, Adam Derengowski, Tony Devlin, Anthony Pizzo, and Gabby Friedman. As Bakey sinks the first. The lead is now 38-32. Now Bakey gets a second, and he banks it off of the rim, and Lenape gets the rebound. And with that, we'll take it to our AXA Equitable Sideline Report. AXA Equitable has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. And that number, once again, is 732-452-7275. Now let's take it to Sam Voro with our Sideline Report. Sam?
Thanks, guys. I talked to Coach Kadar from Lenape during halftime, and he told me to keep the lead in the second half. The team, they were going to clean up their offense, put extra passes in, and stop trying to score so early. As you can see, after being tied at 30-30, they picked up the lead, and they did just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sam. And we jump right back into action here on LDTV Sports.
And you've seen the first couple possessions that the Indians have had, even though they've only scored one basket here this quarter, they have taken a lot more time setting up the offense with a lot more passes.
Kelsey Gray on the lob, pass to Mann.
It's a foul. I think he's going to get Zuccarella there. Be the ninth team foul for Paul VI. Next one puts Lenape in the double bonus, which gives them 2 shots anytime. Even, you know, when they're non-shooting fouls, you still go to the line for a pair. A couple of big free throws here. Good.
39-32 is now Lenape's lead. Coming back on is Lonnie Moore for Paul VI.
A little strong, but he gets the bounce. Timeout, Coach Guitar. Lenape takes a timeout, so a pair of free throws by Garrett Mann, and puts the Indians back up by 8. It's right at the 5-minute mark remaining in this contest. Now you got to play, if you're Lenape here, you got to play some solid defense without fouling.
And now let's take a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. Cherry Hill Nissan.
This is a nice steal by Kyle Mulroy earlier. And then the breakaway and a good soft touch off the glass. A lot of young players get so, you know, move with such speed down the court that they go up for that layup and it like clangs off the backboard. But nice soft touch there by Mulroy, finishing off the steal and the breakaway layup.
And Mulroy had a 3 at this end of the court earlier in the game as well.
Yeah, he's got 7 points coming off the bench by my stats. It's a pretty nice night when you get that performance off your bench. And there's a turnover without anybody touching it. Ball will go over to Lenape underneath the Paul VI basket. That's huge. Indians get a basket here, makes it a 10-point game.
So miscommunication on part of Paul VI pays off for Lenape.
It's like Andrew
Now
Shim.
a good give and go.
Nice entry pass, good finish by Jordan Russell.
And now Russell makes the lead 10. And now it's Moore, working as quickly as he can. The give, the open 3.
Short.
Cannot go.
Lenape looks to run, a breakaway again, and there's another one.
Jordan Russell coming in clutch for the Indians as the lead is now 12.
I think we had the timeout. There was close to a foul there on McMahon, but they got the timeout first with Paul VI. So, the turnover, that great inbounds pass in the layup, the steal, another layup, and all of a sudden what was a close game, Lenape's opened it up to 12 now.
And if you're Paul VI, you have to call this timeout.
Oh yeah, they were, you could see they were getting a little nervous.
And with that, we'll take it back to our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. Now let's take a look at this replay, shall we?
That's the great drive by, I think that was McMahon on that drive. but it was a nice play, nice finish. That was the first of this, 6-point run that the Indians put up. It was right after that Paul VI threw away the inbounds pass, and Lenape turned that into a basket. Next possession, they get the steal and the breakaway layup. So Indians ramp up a little defensive pressure. Paul VI makes a couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden what was a very close game is now a 12-point lead. A lot of time left, though, Jack. 4.5 minutes. Question is, if you're Paul VI, do you start shooting the 3 balls? They've only made a couple tonight, and that could be a recipe for disaster if you're not hitting them.
Now going between the legs is Kabler, and now Johnson has it blocked.
Pretty good no call there, I thought.
And now McMahon misses
and Andrew
puts
Sims
it back.
cleans it up.
Andrew Sims, the freshman, getting his first looks and tips it back, using that height to his advantage. Now a good spin around here. The shot, it's good on the floater.
Nice drive by Kabler. That's okay, you give him that. You don't want the fouls. Got to get somebody back to help, and they do. Nice job breaking the press. Now, make your passes, make them foul. And there it is. They're going to call Johnson. That'll be Keon Johnson's 4th.
And you know, this really hurts Paul VI, because not only are they down by 12, but they've given Lenape an opportunity to be up by 14.
Sure, they're in double bonus now, so every time they foul like that, it's going to be 2 shots. You know, if you're not double bonus, that 1-and-1, if you miss the front end, it's like a missed possession. Now you got Garrett Mann going to the line. He's going to get 2 no matter what. See if he can knock down a pair. Gets the roll in the first one.
And Lenape's lead is extended to 13.
In and out. There's Sims again. What an offensive rebound by the freshman Andrew Sims. Coach Guitar's got to love that. That's going to be a foul and a basket. Sims will get his first foul. And that's as equally good as he was at the one end. That's kind of a little freshman mistake there. You're up by that many. Just let him have the basket. But nice drive by Kabler. Conventional 3-point play, old school 3-pointer from my day and age when we didn't have 3-point lines.
Huh. And string music on the foul shot.
And rumor of me being in a one-room schoolhouse is not true, Jack, by the way.
Now it's Justin Koopa seeing some action off the bench.
Trying to draw a foul, I like that.
Now Russell evades the defense and gives to the point, and now it's Koopa who drives.
He's going to draws
the foul.
It's like on Jeremiah Harris.
And with this, Lenape has the opportunity to break 50.
3rd foul for Harris. Koopa to the line. And he makes the first one.
(50-37) in favor of the home team. And from their perspective, they're on the right side of this half. Now on the rebound, it's Paul VI possession. Now getting a look at point guard, it's Will Kabler. Kabler on the give to Moore for the shot. Banks in and out. Now Koopa. It remains in Lenape possession despite a strong effort by Keon Johnson.
Keon Johnson.
Now trying to find an open man. He lobs one out for Sims, and Sims can't reach it, but he keeps it inbounds and turns it over, though.
Lenape's got to do a better job of getting somebody free on those inbound passes.
Now on the layup.
I think they're going to get Sims again. Quickly, his second.
Keon Johnson waltzes to the foul line and sinks the first. The deficit is now 12 for Paul VI. Chin music on the second shot. Now swinging it around as Koopa, heavily defended, is McMahon, but he gets it out to Koopa, and now fast on their offensive is Lenape. Now Gray on the give to Mulroy. Lots of strength from the bench this Lenape squad has. Now fakes the give.
Take your time, make the good passes, keep moving without the ball.
And at this point, are they eating time off the clock?
No, I think they're just running their normal offense, which is a time-consuming, offense. Don't force that dribble. You're going to get trapped in there. Get back outside.
Now the hook shot by Sims could not get it to fly.
2 minutes to go, 11 up. You're in good shape, but you can just make them foul you.
Now the three.
Oh, see, now it's 8.
Drains it.
Or now it's not. Yeah, now it's 8. Three-pointer by Keon Johnson. Paul VI takes a timeout. And that's why I said keep running your offense. If you get an open shot, great, but Andrew Sims has a couple offensive rebounds, but that's not a high percentage shot there. And I'm sure Coach Guitar, that's the freshman in him. Playing with exuberance, and he wants to help his team in any way he can. And Coach Guitar will tell him, look, that's not the high percentage shot we're looking for. Coach Devlin finds his team trailing by 8. Now the question becomes, you got to, you're going to have to press. You're going to have to try to trap in the corner or on the sideline here. Lenape's got to look. You got to have their head up because they got to see there's going to be somebody open to break the press. But you got to get it quick. You got to make the quick pass, get it across the timeline, and then unless you have an uncontested layup, pull it back out and run your normal offense. Big quarter here for the Indians. They put up 14 in this quarter. 158 remaining. They don't guard the inbound pass, so they've got a man press. Here they're going to trap right there.
Now Mulroy on the give.
And that's got to be a foul. As we said, that had to be a foul. That's Jeremiah Harris. That'll be his 4th. And that'll send Lenape the line for a pair.
So just 4 seconds come off the clock. And Koopa is just short on that first foul. Koopa on the second attempt.
This is he's had a tough night from the line. He's just 1 for 8.
Now driving to the basket, an easy 2.
Now it's down to 6.
Now the inbound to Gray.
And he's back. Somebody's got to come help him. They can foul you.
And it went off.
They're going to give it to Lenape. You can't leave a guy in the backcourt by himself and have the rest of the team running up there. And Coach Guitar is telling him that. Here comes Yerkes in. Now, they didn't do a good job of inbounding last time. Good. Into the hands of their solid leader, Ryan McMahon, their senior guard. There's another turnover.
It deflected off of Koopa and into the hands of
and
Paul
that was
VI.
just 4. Wow.
Now that's really all you can say after that.
We're going to get a foul, and that's going to be it for Johnson. That's number 5. And he fouled Ryan McMahon, who is 3 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. He's going to go to the line for 2. You know, you foul whoever you can, but I'm sure Coach Devlin has to say to his team, don't foul 30.
Ryan McMahon.
3 out of 4 tonight from the line. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net, baby.
Make it 4 out of 5.
You know, and if you're Coach Guitar, I think this is the young man you want him with the ball in his hand every time you have the ball at this point. Just a nice form, nice free throw. 5 out of 6 from the line. 11 points I have him for on the night. No fouls.
Could not get it to fly from the left side.
Good job. Don't. There you go. Right into McMahon's hands. Nice job. Now he'll pull it out. There you go. Run your offense. Good job. Make him trap. Make the good throw. If you get in trouble, call a timeout. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Keep passing it. Kick it out. Kick it out. There you go. Good job here by the Lenape Indians on this possession. Really strong. Good ball movement. Good hustle by the kids. Less than 30 seconds to go. There's the foul finally. And it's going to be on Jeremiah Harris, and that should be 5 for Jeremiah as well. Checks out with 7 points.
And Koopa goes back to the line for another pair. And Harris, Jeremiah Harris, uses up all his fouls. Paul the Sixth now short of Keon Johnson and Jeremiah Harris, who have both fouled out of this one. And he sinks the first foul shot. 53-46 is now the lead with 25 seconds to go in regulation time. Koopa puts it up. String music. The lead is now 8.
No fouls here. No fouls. Oh, and a steal by, well, put the capper on this one is Ryan McMahon, who finished it off from the free throw line and now makes the steal. That's going to put this one in the W column for the Lenape Indians.
Under 10 to go, and a welcome reaction from the Lenape home crowd as the Indians will go 2-0 to start off their season. A big win at home, and the Lenape crowd is ecstatic.
Pretty fitting that Ryan McMahon, who went 5 out of 6 from the free throw line, including those 2 clutch free throws there at the end, gets the steal that ends the Paul VI comeback try. Good job by the Indians. They withstood a rally, strong rally from Paul VI, and stood up and showed what they're made of this year. So, you know, a little bit of flatness maybe in that, you know, maybe a little overconfidence there. They had that 12-point lead and all of a sudden got it cut to 4. But the young men really came back, and Coach Guitar's got to be happy with the start his squad has. But he'll be the first to tell you, we got things to work on. See the crowd filtering out here of the South Gym here at Lenape High School. A happy Lenape crowd as they leave this evening.
We really can't complain about much if you're Lenape. Strong fourth quarter effort, and as a coach, you gotta love seeing that. So the final score, 54-46 from Lenape High School. As the fans clear out. with their shoulders back and their chins high.
Yeah, Coach Guitar will have them in. Sure, they'll be there tomorrow. Obviously, you know, we half a day for the Lenape District, but they'll be in the practice room. Probably early in the morning on Christmas Eve for a couple hours, and then they'll get a welcome break for Christmas Day. And I guess the next agenda for the Lenape Indians probably is some sort of Christmas tournament that they have somewhere. But it's a good start for Coach Guitar's team to the season. You beat a ranked Paul VI or Bishop Eustis team in the opener. You beat a very athletic, and Jack, you saw that. They have some good athletes on that Paul VI team. Not in the same division, so they won't play again. So from a Lenape perspective, you might be kind of glad you don't catch them further on down the road.
Lots of energy shown by both squads, and there is your final score. Paul VI drops to 0-2, and Lenape improves to 2-0. 54-46 is all she wrote. But don't go away. We'll be right back for our play and player of the game.
We're not leaving, Jack. We're going to stay. So we'll fill some time. Lenape 2-0, Paul VI 0-2, and as I said, you know, Paul VI, a very inexperienced squad, Jack. You know, I mentioned it before. They're going to improve dramatically as this season goes along. For the Indians, Coach Guitar will tell them, nice win. Let's get right back at it tomorrow because you've got some heavyweights.
And if you'd like to catch our next game here on LDTV Sports, it'll be varsity girls basketball, the Lenape Indians at the Cherokee Chiefs. And for a full schedule of our LDTV Sports broadcasts, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV.
And then we'll have we're going to have a break from LDTV for a little bit until after the break.
And if you'd like to purchase a copy of today's Lenape versus Paul VI boys varsity basketball matchup, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV copies.
Well, Jack, you know, I don't know who the player of the game is, but Lenape's got, you know, a nice job by Garrett Mann. He had
And with that, we're going to take a short break here at LDTV Sports. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
As part of its commitment to providing unlimited educational opportunities, the Lenape Regional High School District is proud to announce an outstanding method for our students to earn high school credits while serving their communities. Through the district's innovative Option 2 program, students can now earn 5 elective credits for successful completion of the 120-hour Emergency Medical Technician Basic course in order to gain their EMT certification. The U.S. Department of Transportation approved course, which is offered at a number of local venues, provides thorough instruction on patient assessment and the administration of basic life support. Students will use their certification to volunteer with their local emergency medical services squad and will also discover possible career opportunities in the field of medicine. Students who use their EMT certification to volunteer at a local emergency squad can also earn 5 additional credits for 180 hours of service. More information about the EMT for Credit program can be found on the district website at www.lrhsd.org, through your high school's counseling center, or on your school's website.
Where we just witnessed the Lenape Indians defeat the Paul VI Eagles by a score of 54-46. And in just a few moments, we'll take it to our player of the game. And now it's time for our Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game. 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Now let's send it down to Sam Voro standing by for our interview. Sam?
Okay, here I am with point guard Ryan McMahon from Lenape. So during third period, when you were tied 30-30, how were you able to come together as a team and get the lead back?
The game got close. We came together as a team, and We just talked it over, knew we had to start moving the ball together, and we started playing together, and just...
So, how are you able to have good chemistry as a team together?
We've been playing for a long time. We worked out in the off-season a lot together, and just coming together as a team, hanging out in the off-season, just being together all the time.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck in your next game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sam, and congratulations, Ryan and the Lenape Indians, to starting off their season 2-0. And in just a few moments, we're going to have our All-State in good hands play of the game.
Several candidates from the Lenape side, a couple of nice steals. We'll see which one the producers chose.
And now it's time for our All-State Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC. 609-654-1426 is the number, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. Now let's take a look at that play, shall we? And it looks like it was the steal fast break by Kyle Mulroy.
Yeah, Kyle Mulroy steps in the passing lane, gets the steal, goes on a clean breakaway, and nice soft touch on the layup at the other end.
Lots of good plays.
Here it is again. Watch him jump right into the passing lane. Good anticipation. And good acceleration off the dribble there. And then nice little soft touch. Lays it off the backboard. Great finish. Good steal. Great finish.
Lots of excellent plays to choose from this one, especially on Lenape's side. And Lenape comes out the victors in their home debut against Paul VI. 54-46 is the final score from Lenape High School.
Crowd filtering out now, and as I said earlier, to Jack Watson, to Sam Voro, to all the people in the truck, all the way up to the top, to Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Carol Birnbaum. We wish everyone a happy holidays, a great winter break, and a healthy and happy new year.
And the same to you, Scott. And that is going to do it for our broadcast here on LDTV Sports. For Scott, Sam, and everyone in the LDTV truck, I'm Jack Watson. Thanks for tuning in.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans